I was saying a couple of days ago, it's really important that we understand how our minds work because our minds work all very different, you know? Unfortunately, like the school systems don't really nurture or are able to identify every child's mind and how it works. So they give us one subscription, right? You know, there's people out there who just learn differently. You know, they're more visual learners. There's people who have ADHD and who are dyslexic and need to be super excited about what they are working on. You know, you may struggle focusing on stuff, but it also may be a thing where you need to just be super interested in what you're working on, right? So you need to dive deep into projects that excite you. You know, marry yourself with ideas that you can commit yourself to. Like I realize, like I can easily get distracted, but if I'm excited about something, I could also just sit down for like 12 hours, no lie, and like edit something I'm really passionate about or something that's really pulling my interest. You know, I know that about my own mind. But I also recognize I'm like, I don't have an addictive mind. I don't have an addictive mind, but I have an obsessive mind. So, you know, like if I find something I like, I will obsess over it. Like black tea. I love black tea. I drink black tea every day. And then I'll realize I'm drinking it too much and then I'll just stop drinking it and just be like, okay, that's done. You know, it was like that with the 420. I just quit it cold turkey. I'm very able to just quit things. It's very interesting, right? I have an obsessive mind, not an addictive mind. You know, what kind of mind do you have? Once you're aware of how your mind works, then you can work with it, right? And then you stop demonizing yourself. I was listening to Steven Spielberg and another person. They were talking about their dyslexia. And once they were able to identify they were dyslexic, they were actually able to understand how they're able to apply themselves to their work and, you know, what their learning patterns are. And, you know, Steven Spielberg is very, very successful, isn't he? Steve Jobs, very successful. He was also dyslexic. So taking time to understand our own mind is so important so we don't demonize our mind. You may compare yourself to other people and be like, wow, they're so smart. Wow, they're able to remember things so easily. Oh my God, but they have a different mind, you know? They have a different mind than you. We should get to a point where we never would trade our life for anybody, you know? Like, who is someone that's successful? Let's say Jay-Z. Jay-Z is like, you know, a legend in his own, you know, right? He's a legend, he's a billionaire, very successful. If a genie came to me today and said, hey, I can give you Jay-Z's life right now, you could be Jay-Z. I'd be like, hell no, I don't want to be Jay-Z. But he's like, he has $1 billion. He's married to Beyonce. He's got it all. He's a legend. No, I don't want to be Jay-Z. If the genie was like, hey, you could be Jeff Bezos. I don't want to be Jeff Bezos. I'm dead serious. If a genie came to me right now and offered anyone's life to me and I could go be them, let's say even like the younger version of them, I wouldn't do it. I don't want to be anybody else. I only want to be me. I would not trade my life for a single soul, not a single soul out there. You know, that's how we should feel. That's when we stop comparing ourselves. Because when you do compare yourself, ask yourself, well, would I trade my life? If you say, yeah, you would trade your life, self-curiosity. You got to go journey more. You got to go recognize what is within you. You understand? We're all on our own different timelines. Everyone goes through the same things as well. You know, everyone goes through pain. Everyone goes through suffering. Everyone goes through loss. Everyone goes through jealousy. So it's not like if you were somebody else, you're going to escape these human emotions. You're still going to journey through them, right? Doesn't matter how privileged you are or how much money you have. Everyone goes through the same emotions. Every single person is going to experience loss. Every one of us is going to pass one day. Everyone's going to experience a heartbreak in some way, some form. Even if it's not like a romantic heartbreak, it could be a friendship one. It could be heartbroken from like losing, you know, a career opportunity, whatever it may be. Everyone will go through every human emotion, and the good ones as well. Joy, happiness, laughter, love. We all get to experience those. You know, our vessel is like a ship and it journeys through every human emotion. So even if you were somebody else, you're going to experience all the same emotions, right? But sometimes we're just looking at what people have attained or maybe how they look. We like how they look. And hey, listen, we all have our own strengths and weaknesses. Let's triple down on what we love and strengthen the things we don't like, sure, and learn to embrace the things that simply cannot be changed. You know, learn to love the imperfections in every single one of us. There's a Japanese philosophy, I think it's called, I forget what it's called. I don't want to butcher the name. But it's when they're doing pottery and like, you know, if it breaks, they actually get gold and you know, the place of gold in the broken areas, and they embrace the imperfections, because you can actually never predict or plan an imperfection. An imperfection is just exposed, it just happens, and they find beauty in those imperfections because it can never be replicated. You know, it can never be replicated. Anybody can go and, you know, draw a perfect box, you know, but, you know, once there's a little dent or some texture, and then you learn to embrace that and, you know, work with it, that imperfection, you know, it makes it something special. So a lot of times our imperfections, the things we don't like about ourselves, are actually the things that are probably making us special, you know. Those are the very things that are making us special. Learning to, like, I didn't like my voice at one point. You know, it's actually crazy. I don't even like my voice from 2 years ago. You know, like I was watching some old videos of mine. I was like, yeah, these videos are good. I understand why people love those videos. But I'm like, oh my God, I can't stand my voice. My voice has actually changed since then. I can't even stand my voice from 2 years ago. But at that time, I was embracing. It's the imperfections, you know. It's a beautiful thing. We're embracing ourselves more this year. We're bringing meaning into every single step. You know, that's what we're doing. We're seeing opportunity. We're trying to bypass all the fear that's being thrown at us. You know, there's a lot of drama in the world, a lot of fear mongering. You know, and sometimes, you know, that stuff is sexy. Sometimes that stuff grabs our attention. Sometimes we fall into those cycles. You know, but we're grabbing our attention back because our attention is our superpower, isn't it? Isn't our attention our superpower? Like, if you could apply your attention to the things that matter consistently, what do you think would happen? I would write that down in your journal. If I apply my energy and my attention to the things that truly matter consistently, what would happen? And then write out what would happen. What do you think would happen in your life? And then when you write out that beautiful story and that beautiful narrative, look at that and then embody how that feels. And then go and get it. Go and get it. Go apply yourself in the direction that matters. And join us on our study streams, our Work With Me streams. Why? Because we use the power of community and accountability, and we come together. And we apply ourselves in the direction that matters. I saw somebody posted in the last study Work With Me stream, and she said, I just finished my exams or something like that, and she got a really good mark. And she's like, yo, I've been studying using these streams the whole time. It truly held me down and I succeeded. You know, applying the energy in the direction that matters. And she achieved something that was a hurdle. She was looking at that hurdle like, oh my God, how am I going to jump over these hurdles? Then she got excited about it because she was using the power of the #1 chill spot on the internet, the study Work With Me streams. She applied herself. She overcame. She jumped high. Now she has more confidence because she has evidence. She has evidence that she can apply herself and produce positive outcomes when she does apply herself consistently. Now she's feeling more powerful because she has more evidence. The evidence has birthed confidence, which has poured into her self-worth. And now she's probably going and going to just build a beautiful career for herself. What would happen if we applied ourselves day in or week in, week out, consistently? Most likely you would build the life that you love. A life that is worth living, right? You have those abilities. You know, it's a beautiful thing. Thank you for tuning in, but I'd love for you to consider something. Joining us behind the scenes of the #1 chill spot. This is a place where you get exclusive content, guided meditations, a space for members to chat, plus all the stream replays are exclusively in our chill space, and you get access to our stream calendar so you do not have to miss another stream. This is a ad-free, distraction-free space, a safe place where you can go on the internet, ground yourself, connect. It's a space curated just for you. Mobile app and desktop version available. Just click the link in the description. Think about it. I'd love to see you there.